Hey there, my name's Scott Pick and I want to give you a quick testimonial. So I've just spent the last 3 days at Leaders in Truth, and it's been a phenomenal experience for me. So what we basically did is we came in on Tuesday afternoon and we're now leaving. So it's about sort of 3 days out. Although there is Wi-Fi that people can connect to if they want to, you're very disconnected here. I mean, you literally have to make quite an effort. So what's been phenomenal is that really as leaders, we're all super busy. None of us have any time. And we never make time for ourselves. And that's what I love about the whole concept of the truth, because if we want to find our true potential, we ultimately have to find our own truth, and we have to do the inner work. And most of us are out there wanting to try and conquer the world in the outer game, but if we don't get very clear on what we're doing on the inside, then we're never ever going to get there. And so I just wanted to really give a big shout out to Kerry and his team. For Leaders in Truth has been really awesome. The men that have come here, I've watched them go through this incredible journey. I've gone through an incredible journey. We created great camaraderie through the process. It's been the most sensational venue. I mean, if I just pan around a little bit here, you'll see it's literally in the middle of Africa, and about 2 hours outside Cape Town at a place called Planet Sangara. And it's just been amazing. The food's been amazing. The hospitality's been amazing. I've had the privilege of traveling all over the world. I've had the privilege of doing events with Tony Robbins in Fiji and Roger Hamilton in Bali, and you name it, I've done it. And I don't mean that to be arrogant. I mean that to show you how world-class not only the facilities were, but so was the facilitation. My top 3 takeaways was, the first one is that, for me personally, is that I really wanted to come here and get insight, and I got a lot of insight. I really did. And one of the biggest insights I got was that if you know something and you're not doing it, then you don't know it. And for me, some of these processes, I've done them before and whatever, but I wasn't doing them. So I knew the theory, but I wasn't doing the practical. And it really just cemented it home for me, and it made it so visceral, in terms of, wow, I've got to do this if I want to get the results in my life. So it was about finding my own truth in that space. The second thing for me was actually about self-love, and actually just taking time out. We, as I said to you, we're all busy. We all got 1,000 excuses why we can't do this. And I was exactly the same, and yet I made a commitment. I listened to my intuition, and I came, and it's just been incredible. It's just been such a revitalizing. The man I came on Tuesday with all the chaos of work and busyness and whatever, and to who I am 3 days later is just phenomenal. And so it's been revitalizing to my soul. And the third thing for me, which I think is probably the most important one, is that he takes you through a whole bunch of processes. Now, again, I've done a hell of a lot of stuff around the world, but his stuff's world class. And what's awesome with it is that because you're going through both theoretical, talking and kind of almost like in that mastermind environment, but then also, or group environment, but then also doing practical physical things out in the nature, it just makes it so real for you. And ultimately it's about connecting with self. And I believe that, or what I've learned is that when you connect with self, you really find your own true potential. And once you understand yourself and where you've come from and your good and your bad and everything in between, then that's when you can really unlock your true potential. And so that's why I love the name Leaders in Truth, because as leaders, we're all out there. We're all trying to have an impact in the world. We need to impact our lives and everyone else around us, but it starts with ourselves. And we need to take the time to do the work ourselves so that we can find our truth. And if we can find our truth, then we can find our true potential. And so if that's something that resonates with you, I'd highly recommend checking out Leaders in Truth, taking the time out and coming for the experience. For me, it's been well worth it. Absolutely world class. The facilitation was incredible. And for me, I would personally say, if you can't afford to do it because you don't have the time, or you can't afford to do it because some other excuse, I would challenge you with, maybe you can't afford not to do it. There's my thought.